Hello, student artist. This week for our art class, we are going to be using monochromatic colors to add color to our parrots. So last week we spent a lot of time adding details to our parrots. The details on the wings, the details on the head, and the breast of the parrot. And this week we are going to be adding color to those details. But we're going to be using a certain method of adding that color called monochromatic colors. The method that we're going to be using is adding a bit of white using oil pastel to the color as we move from one area of the parrot to the next. So for instance, on the entire wing of the parrot, you will be using one color, but if you add white to it, you'll have many different variations of that color. You'll have blue, medium blue, and light blue if you decided on blue for the wing of your parrot. So you're going to have to make a decision on the color you would like for each area. And it's going to be somewhat of a big decision because you're going to be using that color for the entire shape of that parrot part. So let's take a look at our parrot right now, making sure that you have all of your supplies. If you don't have oil pastels, this will work with colored pencils or markers that you're able to have an assortment of colors. So you would need to have a blue marker, a medium blue marker, and a light blue marker, or a red and a light red and a medium red. So you're going to have quite a few markers to be able to do it in markers. In oil pastels, on the other hand, you would only need to have a white in that color. So I'm starting to work right now on the feet and now the wings. And if you notice, I'm adding this medium blue throughout the wing of the parrot. And I'm also adding this dark blue. So I'm going through and adding a bit of white to the blue. This dark blue is just the blue by itself. White hasn't been added to it. The more white I add to the color, the lighter the color will be. And I'm going to do this entire large wing that I had drawn last week using blue. And on the body of the parrot, I've decided to use violet. And with the violet, again, I'm using this dark violet oil pastel. I haven't added white to it, and now I'm going to add a bit of white to it as I go. So I have a light violet and a dark violet. And a bit of light yellow and medium yellow, and now I'm going to use light green and dark green around the eye of the parrot. And I'm going to finish up. We'll see you next week. Next week we're going to be adding a bit of a background for our parrot. We'll see you then.